guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are recreating my beauty community tag. If you're interested in seeing just where all of the creators that I like to watch, that I like to talk about fit in, then just keep watching. Hi guys, thanks so much for clicking on my video. So today, as I mentioned in the intro, I will be doing the beauty community tag. This tag was created about a year ago by one of the creators here on YouTube that I have just come to love, Kara C. Kara C is a Canadian content creator here on YouTube, focuses on beauty content, and she created this tag that just answers some questions about different types of creators and where they all fit in and what we think about who and all that. If you're interested in seeing that, let's go ahead and get started. I do want to tell you a little bit about Kara C. I didn't even know about Kara C. I had never watched her until last year when I heard of the beauty community tag circulating on YouTube, and everybody kept giving credit or mentioning Kara C. And so naturally I went to go check her out before I filmed my own video. And she was so pretty, kind of sassy, and you could just tell, had the kindest heart. And so that instantly attracted me to her. Over the last year, I've gotten to know her a little bit. We talk quite regularly. We've collabed a couple of times, and I just love her. I think she's great. I think that she is very raw and honest and real. And so because of that, so many people have decided to subscribe to her. Her channel has grown quite a bit since last year. I think last year she might have been under 5,000, and now she is about to hit 10,000 here on YouTube. So I would highly recommend that you go check her out and that you subscribe. I think that you will really enjoy her content. Now, if you haven't watched a tag video before, essentially what it is, it's a set of questions and you just answer it as best you can. This one, of course, is focused more on content creators, and so I'll have different situations or questions, and then I'll answer with the name of a creator that I feel fits right into that. And this, at the end of the video, will give you an idea of whom is in my beauty community bubble, if you will. I have to say that, when I look at all of these questions or scenarios, I feel that Kara C, as a lot of the creators that I will talk about today, really does fit into all of them. And so, again, these are creators that if you haven't heard of before, you might enjoy going to check out. I do a pretty good job about kind of blaring the horn when I feel that I have found a good creator, but I just think that this is always fun to do. Okay, the other reason why it's so special is last year when I decided to film this, I was in a very vulnerable spot. My mom had just passed away several months before I started my channel, and I actually uploaded this video on the weekend of my mom's 1-year anniversary of passing, and I thought that it was a really cool way to honor that day and her, really, was by uplifting other creators and just speaking positively about the community and letting you know of other cool channels that I loved to watch. I'm going to get into the questions. There's a set of 10 questions, the last one being honorable mentions, and so we'll go ahead and get into that. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe, hit notification bell to all, and go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you're new here, welcome. I love colorful eyeshadow. I love luxury beauty for the rest of the face. You get a really good mix of everything here. We also have some makeup and chill Friday night live streams. So if any of that's your thing, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you so much for coming to my video. If you're not new, you guys know how much I love you, how appreciative I am of my community. I think you guys are absolutely the best. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Name a creator that makes you laugh. And the way that I see it is like somebody that makes me laugh out loud. Kara C makes me laugh out loud with some of the stuff that comes out of her mouth sometimes. But the one creator that I chose to fit that question there is Brittany Vaughn. Brittany Vaughn is a newer creator that I started following here on YouTube. She is a beauty content creator. However, she focuses on true crime and makeup at the same time. So very similar to Bailey Sarian, whom she has said is one of her inspirations for starting the true crime and makeup. I just think she's absolutely hilarious, you guys. She's super cute. She'll do these bold eyeshadow looks, and then she's just like, ooh, child. The way she talks just makes you laugh so hard because the words that she chooses as she's talking about a murder or, you know, what this particular situation was. It's like her little southern drawl. She's absolutely the cutest. She's hilarious. I've also been on like IG lives with her where she just kind of hangs out with us and we just kind of chit chat back and forth. And she is also very, very humble. Like, she's very sweet. I mean, I remember one IG live that I was on with her, and just randomly picked like, you know, somebody from the chat that said that, you know, they had been a long time fan. It turned out to be that this girl was 14, I think. 14 or 15, and she had been watching her for like 6 years or something like that. And she was just so excited to be on the phone with Brittany Vaughn. And Brittany just kept saying like, girl, I ain't nobody. Like, I'm just here to have a good time. I'm just here to just hang out. Tell me about you. Tell me about high school. Let's chit chat for a little while. And just took that time to encourage her. And I just saw such a sweet nature to this girl. She's also moving to Houston, so I'm kind of excited about that because who knows? Maybe we'll have her on our Makeup and Chill. I would love for you guys to get to know her. She's absolutely incredible. Her true crime and storytelling, like, gifts really are just such a talent. It's very natural to her to tell a story, and I just think you guys would enjoy her if you like true crime and makeup. And so I would definitely say go check her out. She's hilarious. You're gonna love her. And yeah, that's the creator currently that makes me laugh. Question number 2, name a creator that teaches you. I have 2 listed for this one, and I might cheat on some of them because there's just so many good ones that I want you guys to know about. But the first one that I chose was Kelly Gooch. Kelly is somebody that I just recently found, actually. I know that a lot of you guys know who she is. She's really awesome, looks like a sweetheart here on YouTube. She talks about clean beauty, and she just wants to be educational. She does a lot of like less tutorials, more talking videos where she talks about things like MLMs or, you know, the brands that are going out of business. Like, she really does dive in to like the business side of beauty YouTube or the beauty community. And so I really enjoy her videos quite a bit. I learn a lot when I watch them. And I just, again, I think she looks like a sweetheart. The other one that I wanted to mention was somebody that I know personally, which was a subscriber that now turned into a content creator here on YouTube. Her name's Heavy on the Chai, Chantel, and she started as a subscriber with me, eventually started her own YouTube channel, and it is amazing. Oh, and by the way, I'm linking everybody's YouTube channel down below in the description box so that you guys can go check them out. Well, we've definitely become friendly, and I remember one time, the first time that we had our phone conversation, we spent like 2 hours on the phone, and we just talked about everything. Like, you know, I have a lot to learn because before I started my channel, I hadn't really been watching YouTube for very long, but there's people, subscribers of mine, friends of mine, content creators that have been watching YouTube for 10 plus years, and so they know everything about YouTube, like what a subscriber's looking for, like the science of YouTube and algorithm and all that stuff that honestly I'm just learning as I go. And so she is somebody that I constantly learn from. She teaches me to kind of think through like what subscribers actually want to see, what they're looking for, and she's telling me from her perspective. And so I just really appreciate every time I get to talk to her or send texts or messages. Like, I feel like I'm learning so much from her, and I just really love her. I also think that she has such a cool vibe. She is so very much herself. She's my sister from Cali. I mean, we vibe on another level. I love her so much. I know that you guys are going to enjoy her channel. Question number 3, name a content creator that lifts others up. And the one that I chose for this one is Morgan Turner. Morgan Turner here on YouTube is just such a beautiful girl. She lives in Maryland. She's a PE teacher, and she is known as a product knowledge enthusiast. She likes to know all the things about new makeup here on YouTube. The way that I actually found her was not through makeup, but she was hosting lives on like Saturdays. This was during the summer, so she must have been out of work, out of school for the summer, and she would host these Saturday night lives where she would talk about just different things that new content creators needed to know about when starting YouTube. Now, at the time, I think she was like at 30,000 subscribers. I mean, mean, definitely a channel that was thriving and growing. And so when I think about it, it's like, you know what? She probably had so many other better things to do with her Saturday nights, but she wanted to use that time to help others that were trying to start their YouTube channel by showing them the way, guiding them, teaching them. I mean, she has a teacher's heart, but she really, really is committed to that. She hasn't done those during the school year, but one thing that she always does is during her favorites videos, she will talk about a new content creator that she has recently learned of or one that she's really enjoying. Almost always these channels are small channels, small YouTube channels that she has somehow found through Instagram, through the community, and she gives them a shout out. And it's like, you don't have to do that, but you do that because you like to see other people succeed as well, other people be lifted up. And so I just think it's such a unique and beautiful quality in her that very, very hard to find on YouTube. And so definitely a standout when it came to that question. The next one is name a content creator that you respect. And I thought about this, but at the same time, I instantly knew who it was. And it goes along the same lines as Morgan Turner. And that person for me is Lisa J. Lisa J, if you don't know, is a content creator here on YouTube. She recently hit 200,000 subscribers. And she is the founder and CEO of BK Beauty Brush Company. She has a synthetic makeup brush company. They have now eyeshadow palettes, and they have other new releases coming. But she is somebody that is just committed to kindness, you guys. And that's actually what BK Beauty stands for. It stands for Be Kind. It just is who she is through and through. I did have the opportunity to meet her when I visited Austin. We met for lunch, and you know, it could have been awkward because technically we didn't know each other, but it totally wasn't. She was such a kind individual. We sat there, we talked about the beauty industry, about launches, about, you know, what our thoughts were about certain things. And she was just so respectful, so kind, so sweet. And so that's something that I just really respect, because we can all aspire to be that way, but when you're committed to it to the point where it just becomes such an integral part of what your business is and how you run it, like, that's something to be truly respected. And so that is who my content creator is for someone that I respect. Number 5, who is the content creator whose collection you love? Obviously makeup collection, but the one that I chose is Allison Chase here on YouTube. She is a luxury content creator and somebody that I have just really, really enjoyed following. She's probably one of the content creators that I run to go watch as soon as the video is uploaded, because I just enjoy her so much. She is very chill, like very laid back vibe, sort of, you know, a little less outgoing than me, I should say, because I'm a little crazy, I'm a little loud, but she's got such a cool vibe to her. And like, what I feel when I'm watching her is like, she truly appreciates every single piece that she adds to the collection. Like in my Chanel video recently, I mentioned her name because I really had never even thought of purchasing a single eyeshadow, but I saw her purchase like a single Chanel blue eyeshadow, and I was like, hey, it was either Chanel or Sisley. But I was like, hey, like, that's true. Like, you know, every single piece that you add to your collection should be special. And that's something that I've kind of learned from her. Like, she gives every single item like the attention that it deserves. But when you look at her collection, she's got an amazing, amazing collection. I feel that the standout collections when it comes to Allison is always Chanel and Chantecaille that are at the forefront, but she enjoys all things luxury, and I would die to have her collection. The next question is, name a content creator whose creativity inspires you. I have 2 for this one as well. The first one that I'd like to mention is my friend Marlo Keenan. She did recently come onto my Makeup and Chill series, and I talked about how I learned how to do a cut crease from her, but she comes up with like the craziest, boldest, most colorful eye looks, and it's not probably something that I would do, but it kind of pushes me a little harder to like get a little more creative when I'm doing my makeup, try a different color that I might not try that bold cut crease. And so I just really love when she does her tutorials. I feel like I really do learn a lot. She did this crazy blue smoky eye tutorial the other day, and I was like, whoa, I need to study like a long time before I'm able to do that. But it just inspires me to like be a little bolder sometimes. At the end of the day, makeup is just for fun. And so like, why not, you know? The next one whose creativity inspires me is one that I don't necessarily watch too much on YouTube, although I definitely keep up with her or will catch up. But it's Instagram. It's like her little reels that she does are just amazing. She is so beautiful. Her name's Ohima. And the way that I found her, I think she was talking about Juvia's Place lip collection. I think it was the berries sometime last year, and I just fell in love with like her presentation. I think she's super cool. She does a lot of eye looks on Instagram, and so a lot of cut creases as well. So it's just something that I want to learn to do better. And so I feel like every time she does a look, I'm like, huh, I wouldn't have done that, huh? And her skin is very, very deep, so it, I think, allows for her to be more creative, to make sure that the colors pop on her lids. And she always has the most beautiful eye looks, and I just feel like she inspires me big time. Question number 7, who would you like to be friends with in real life? So I have 2 for this one as well. Number 1 is Kinky Sweat. I just think she's hilarious. She kind of has like this little swag, you know, like she just like, I don't know. It's not that she doesn't care what people think about her. I just think that she's learned how to overcome that and just truly be herself. And I just love that. Like, I really respect that. I think that that's really awesome. She just seems like a really, really cool person. I am pretty good friends with Vicky J, and I know that they're close as well. And so it just kind of gives me insight. Like, she's just a really cool human being. And I'm really happy for the success that she's been having. I mean, I remember I had been watching her for maybe a month or 2 when Pat McGrath gave her PR for the first time, and it's like, like everybody was freaking out, I'm sure, but it's like I was so happy for her. It was like, you know, like that's amazing. Like I think that that's when I started to kind of feel like, man, you really grow this connection to people that you watch on YouTube that have no idea that you're alive. But I just think that she is the coolest, and I think it would be cool to be her friend. Another one that is very different in personality than Kinky Sweat, but I think would be super, super cool, very nice, is Amy Loves Makeup. I just think that she's got such a cool vibe. She's very humble, and like, I don't know, like everything she says, it just comes off like being so super real, very down to earth, and like you just believe it. And I just think like that relatability and that realness, that's just endearing. And I just think that she seems like a sweetheart. And so that's another person I'd like to be friends with in real life. Number 8, creators or creator that you'd like to see grow on YouTube. And this one was easy. This one also has 2, and that would be Kara from Beauty and the Frizz and Ash from Dr. Ash and Her Makeup. We were just having a conversation today, and I just thought, like, you know, like Dr. Ash said this, and I was like, yeah, you're so right. It's like we all put so much effort, you know, towards our channels. Like, we really want to do something good with it wherever we're going, because I can't even honestly tell you where I'm headed or if I have a clear sense or idea of what I want to do with this channel. But like, we do put a lot of effort and thought behind it every single week. And so I just think, you know, they are 2 creators that I just love as people, but also that are very super laser focused on what they do. Like, eyeshadow is their jam, you know, and that's just not me. Like, I just haven't been able to find exactly what my thing is. Like, I love beauty, I love community, and I try different things that all have to do with that, but they're very focused, and I'd love to see them grow. You know, Beauty and the Frizz, she's a teacher. She's going to be off for the summer, and I'm like, hey, like, I'm really excited to see what happens with your channel and how much you grow now that you can dedicate a little bit more time to it. And so, yeah, those are 2 people that I wholeheartedly just want to see succeed and grow here on YouTube. Number 9, content creator who gives you good vibes. I would have to say that this is, for me, based on the content creators that I watch, Glam Girl Chelsea. I just think she's such a sweetheart. She is so kind to everybody that she interacts with. Like, I've spoken to her just through like DMs or on IG lives and stuff before, and she is so, so kind. Like, every single time, every interaction, whether it's like in a private message or on comments on her channel or on Instagram, like, she always makes sure and responds. She's so, so sweet and polite and respectful, and she just gives off good vibes. I also have another content creator, Kendall Herring here on YouTube, and I think that's how you say her name. But her name's Kendall, and I have everything linked down below. And she's also like just super giddy and giggly, and I just really, really think she's cute. She's always very, very nice and very kind in the comments, and she's in our chat sometimes. And she recently hit 2,000 subscribers. I think she just did, and she's just doing a great job, and she just gives off good vibes. Like there's not a mean bone in that body. So I really, really like her too. All right, and number 10, honorable mentions. I have two here. One is a creator on Instagram, Temptalia. Her name's Christine. She has been in the beauty space for a very, very long time. I recently found out about her last year when I really got into the beauty community. I didn't really know of her before then, but she's a beauty blogger and she reviews a ton of makeup. If you've ever gone on her site, you know it's a very, very well put together site. Like you can compare two different eyeshadows from two different brands and they instantly pop up on this cool little feature she has on our website. I mean, she really, really does a great job with her reviews. I also really enjoy seeing her on Instagram with her hashtag Temptalia combos, where she puts together like color stories from different singles or different palettes or whatnot, and then she says, hey, if you create the look, tag me. I don't know why I've never tagged her, but I've created these combos quite a bit. I just enjoy seeing when she comes up with these Temptalia combos, but I think that she's the best. Also, we were all so excited for her recently when she had that major collaboration with Sydney Grace. Everything was a total success. She had a full-on collaboration where she created 3 different color stories for Sydney Grace, and one in the light and one in the deep version. I'll pop a picture up here. It went really, really well from everything we saw online. I picked up my collection as well, and so I can't wait to show that to you guys here on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I just think that, you know, she is somebody that needs to be mentioned in the community space because, you know, she did say on there, on her Instagram, she mentioned how she had been so nervous about the collaboration with Sydney Grace and that she had to be pushed by her friends to even reach out to Sydney Grace to see if this was even a possibility. And so it just kind of shows like her vulnerable side. She's willing to be open and honest with people about, you know, just how the journey went. You know, it's not somebody that walks around puffing up their chest saying, oh yeah, look at me, I'm badass, this is what I did. Like she really did open up and talk about how it was scary for her. And so we're very happy for her, and I just wanted to make sure to mention her. If you don't follow her on Instagram, please go do that. I think that you'll really enjoy her content. The next honorable mention is Danielle Christie, and I haven't really talked about her much, but she is somebody in the same league as Brittany Vaughn. They are true crime and makeup content creators here on YouTube, and these two girls specifically, Brittany Vaughn and Danielle, like they've seen a lot of growth on their channel recently. I mean, I only started watching Danielle like maybe 2 months ago, and she was like at 60 or 70,000 subscribers. She's over 130 now. I mean, she is doing amazing. She's also got such a gift when it comes to storytelling. And I just wanted to mention her so that if you guys do like that type of content, which is the true crime and makeup, definitely go give her a follow. She's from the UK. She is just really, really good, comes out with really amazing stories. I just recently watched one, her first story like that is not based out of the UK or US, but it was about a little girl from, I think it was either Japan or Thailand, and it's a gruesome one. So go check it out. But yeah, definitely wanted to make sure that you guys knew about, you know, the content creators that I watch, who's in my beauty community, whether they know it or not. I just wanted an opportunity to shout them out. So I wanted to thank you, Kara C, for collabing with me on today's video. This is really like in my lane. Like I love shouting people out, shouting channels out, and content creators on Instagram out. Like it just makes me happy to share good people with others. And so thank you so much, friend, for just doing this with me. I think, you know, it's kind of cool that a year later, after I learned about you through this tag, that I can now call you friend. So if you guys are not subscribed to Kara C, please make sure and go check her out. You will love her. She is the best. She's hilarious. She tells it like it is, and that's really refreshing here on YouTube. So thank you guys as always for just being open to the kind of content that I create and really supporting me. It means a lot. Make sure and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye!